In 1966, a bold new television series took humankind into the final frontier of space. Star Trek became a worldwide phenomenon that has endured for almost 30 years. It inspired a hit motion picture and several blockbuster sequels. Then came Star Trek: The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. With groundbreaking special effects and stories of hope for the future, these two television series are seen in more than 75 countries. Now, the time has come to continue the Star Trek legacy.
Report. Every ship which has approached the ribbon has either been destroyed or severely damaged.
I take it the odds are against us and the situation is grim.
You could say that.
Sounds like fun.
Warp 1, engage!
Action! Go!
The movie event of the year comes to the screen in Star Trek Generations, the ultimate action-adventure from Paramount Pictures.
I have an appointment with eternity, and I don't want to be late.
The film is the culmination of the Star Trek saga, bringing together elements of the past, present, and future.
Yes!
Patrick Stewart and William Shatner star as captains of the Starship Enterprise, two men from different time periods, drawn together to battle an evil alien played by Malcolm McDowell.
Did you get anything from the human?
No. His heart just wasn't in it.
Set a course for the Viridian system, maximum warp.
Generations showcases the latest in state-of-the-art special effects. For producer Rick Berman, the appeal of the film lies in the strength of its characters and the scope of its story.
I've always been fascinated with stories that start in one century and then stop and then pick up in another. And we have a story that I think is somewhat epic in quality because it spans 2 centuries. It's a story that takes place in many different areas of our galaxy. It's a story that deals with 3 different men who are thinking about and or seeking immortality in entirely different ways. And it's a story that has a tremendous amount of humor to it.
Humor! I love it!
And a tremendous amount of action as well.
Let's go!
The major story deals with how we regard the time that we have here on this planet and what we leave behind us, which has a very strong emotional content.
Come back with me. Help us stop Sauron. Make a difference.
Who am I to argue with the captain of the Enterprise?
The chemistry between Stewart and Shatner is at the heart of the film. Director David Carson worked closely with the pair.
They're tremendous together. Patrick and Bill are great actors, and they fired off each other and brought the scenes that they're in to great heights together.
You're a Starfleet officer. You have a duty.
I don't need to be lectured by you. I was out saving the galaxy when your grandfather was in diapers. Besides which, I think the galaxy owes me one.
For me, the joy of working with Patrick means that in addition to having some fun on a movie, even in this rarefied atmosphere, I've made a friend, and that's equally important to me.
Hear, hear.
We have to work together.
We are working together. Trust me.
Go. Good luck, Captain.
Call me Jim.
The Enterprise crew includes a distinguished group of supporting actors, including Jonathan Frakes, Brent Spiner, LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn, Gates McFadden, and Marina Sirtis.
Data, over here I found something.
The story of Generations is a classic tale of good versus evil. At the center of the conflict is an interstellar phenomenon called the Nexus.
We created a different environment that we call the Nexus, which is where all of one's dreams and imaginings come true.
I love you, Father. I
love you too.
Aren't we all addicted to that? Wouldn't we all love that? No hassles, nothing. To go to the Nexus, Nirvana, you know, to go to Shangri-La. No stress, no strain, of course. And this character is obsessed. He's had it once. He wants it again.
They say time is the fire in which we burn.
The doorway to the Nexus is an immense energy ribbon. To create this effect, the filmmakers turned to the special effects wizards at Industrial Light and Magic.
Most of these effects are happening entirely in the computer. With computer graphics, you really have a much greater level of control, and you're really free to visualize anything you want, and that's where the fun is. The main computer graphics effect in this film is this energy ribbon. We didn't want it to be lightning or fire. We wanted it to be something completely otherworldly.
The effects team utilized cutting-edge techniques to visualize the Nexus ribbon, beginning with a variety of grids and movement tests. The base element is the energy core. Layers of detail are added, from colored reflections to winding neon tendrils.
We have these tendrils of energy that flow and churn around it. They can draw things into it, starships or planets. One of the things that we hope to do is we hope to take this starship right into the heart of that energy ribbon so you can see all this stuff going around it and really feel like, my God, the ship is going to be destroyed.
The Enterprise is rendered separately on a computer, and a flight path is plotted for the ship. Finally, 15 separate elements are combined to achieve the one-of-a-kind encounter between the Enterprise and the Nexus. Another of the film's key effects is borrowed from the television series. The holodeck is a virtual reality device that allows the crew to journey anywhere in time and space.
Computer, exit. Although objects appear solid on the holodeck, in the real world, they have no substance.
In the television series, the characters traveled from Victorian England to the Old West. In the film, the Enterprise crew uses the holodeck to board an 18th century ship. This scene was shot off the Southern California coast.
Our first week was spent on an old schooner called the Lady Washington, and we were all in period British naval garb with the tri-corner hats and the wonderful big epaulets. It was a chance to go out to sea with your friends for a week and wear wild costumes.
It was not pleasant the first couple of days because some of us don't have our sea legs. I might be called Marina, but I was misnamed because I'm not really of the sea. I was feeling very poorly for the first couple of days and had to get past that.
From the cool breezes of the Pacific Ocean, the production moved to the remote Nevada desert. There, they filmed a pivotal confrontation between the starship captains and Dr. Soren. Miles from civilization, this location doubled as the planet Viridian 3.
This is one of the most spectacularly beautiful and dramatic locations I've ever filmed in. The whole place has a feeling of somewhere where human beings have no right to be. It's entirely alien, and I mean no pun by that.
This area of the desert is appropriately called the Valley of Fire, where cast and crew spent more than a week shooting under grueling conditions.
We're looking at pretty well a sheer rock face here, and even sheerer on the other side. And for 4 days, we've been on the very summit. The only way that you can achieve the summit there is going hand over hand up a rope. And every single member of the cast and crew has done that every time we got up to the summit.
Hey, Mark. And action!
The dangers of working on the precipice are made worse by the desert heat. It is over 110 degrees and shade is at a premium. The crew, numbered at over 50, is crowded on the tiny rock. The slightest slip could mean disaster.
Okay, here I come.
As filming progresses, the wind kicks up at a relentless 50 miles an hour, increasing the risk as well as the actors' discomfort.
And if I'm not too much mistaken, you're dead.
For Shatner and McDowell, staging the dangerous fight sequence was a challenge.
I've done a lot of fights, but I've never been on a rock like this. I mean, this is scaling the heights of fights.
At a height of over 200 feet and under the scorching sun, the actors shed their heavy costumes to block out the complex scene.
Can I say one other thing that'll really help this?
Given the circumstances, there cannot be enough rehearsal.
7, 8,
9, 10.
Fatigue is an enemy. Total denial is the only way out. You just deny that you're tired. I'm not tired.
Because of this burning hot sun, I am beginning to turn the color of this suit. In 6 days, if you're around, we'll probably be like a piece of burnt toast on a plate.
Cut! Very good. That worked great.
Even under the most adverse conditions, the cast and crew found humor.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! Snap you with my bloody gun. That's it.